welcome back to a brand new video on the adventures of Yeti and MJ. MJ today is not with us, but we do have an exciting video in store for you all. Today's video is actually here, hosted with my brother as well, Keegan. He doesn't have a channel yet, but he's in the process of definitely thinking about creating one nowadays. And especially being in the nomadic lifestyle.
I don't know a name yet, though, so if you guys have anything that you think would fit me, just go for it.
Right after this video, comment below after you get to know him a little bit. Today we're going to be touring an overland rig that is very exciting because it is my brother's very own overland rig. So, Keegan, you go ahead and talk about everything on your rig that everyone would need to know, and everything you spent as well.
I'm going to start you out with how much I bought the truck for. So, I bought the truck for $4 grand. I bought it in Colorado Springs, and it had 75,000 miles on it. It's a 2003 Nissan Frontier manual.
5-speed.
Yeah, so I spent probably about $300 on the whole entire back. So once we show you that, think a $300 budget because it's not very well. I'm also right now in the process of thinking of selling the overland rig and getting a van. So
getting into the van life.
I also have a dog. She's not here, but she takes up a lot of room. So, you know, I got to think of that.
That brings up a great topic. Keegan, what were the reasons that nomadic lifestyle kind of just brought you in and took you under their wing and kind of just made you spend the $300?
Okay, well, see, I got into I guess nomadic life, I should say. Just by, you know, I lived in an apartment and I've lived in a house and I paid thousands of dollars a month for rent. And I thought, I don't want to do that anymore. I thought I could do so much more with $1,000 every month than what really rent is to me. So I thought I love traveling and I like being on the road all the time. So I thought hopping in my van or my truck or whatever I got and driving along and living out of it because it's honestly just cheaper and easier.
Now, with nomadic lifestyle, how long have you been doing nomadic, like living in your overland rig?
I've been living in this one for probably, I'd say 3 months.
Okay, three months full-time?
Yeah, 3 months part-time, full-time, a little bit of both because I'd sleep in it for weeks on end and then every once in a while I'd go sleep at
a friend's house.
I'd couch surf, so.
Still the nomadic lifestyle too. So, I'd say full-time. But without further ado, we are going to get out. It is very windy. We're going to advise you guys, just a little heads up. It's very windy, but a beautiful day in Wisconsin. We are at a park in Kaukauna, Wisconsin, kind of a rundown town, but a very good water views. So we parked right up alongside this beautiful park. Sure. And we're going to do a great review of this overland rig. But it's windy. So let's go.
I got a green bumper. I hit a deer, all right? It happens. It's an 03. It needs some work. All right, I had to slap this guy on. Works just fine though, huh? You don't even notice.
Adds to the horsepower.
Yeah. I came with these running boards, so I didn't have to do anything with that. I've had 2 pop tires, so this one's new and that one's new. The other side's on. So I've only got 50% traction. I have rear-wheel drive, just to let you know. If you come inside, come right away, because as a truck lifer, it's a lot different. I guess overlander than a van lifer because you don't have as much storage. So you got to really understand all the space you have. So as you can see right here, I have my sugar packets and my, they're called Sweet Pluses here in Wisconsin, or I guess the US. They're just sweeteners for your coffee because I drink a lot of coffee. And here I originally just use for a dump, you know, garbage stuff. It's empty now because I cleaned it. Don't mind the dirtiness of the floor. And you come back instantly because like I said, you have to utilize as much space as you can possibly. So I have pretty much everything from my tools to my shovel to my motorcycle gear. I have some lacrosse stick. This is all my food. And then this one is all my like pots, pans, things like that. And this one, this bag right here, you'll see, I'm not going to open it obviously because it's all buried. But I have my oven and my stove also in there. Yeah, I got a trash can for purposes like that. I just hit the horn. It works. I'm not sure how many gallons this is. I'm going to assume a lot. A lot of water can fit in here. I haven't quite got the caps yet for it because I just put this on. I have it held by ratchet straps. But this right here can hold water, and you can pressurize it. And for me, it's the perfect size. I'm not going to close this because my tailgate's broken. But for me, it's the perfect size, so I'll be able to shower in here at any point I want, which is awesome. I'm going to spray paint it black so it heats it. That's only if I don't sell it. Either way, though, I'm going to take this thing with me. So if you open it up right away, you'll see I have a dustpan. It's kind of useless because I have 2 rugs. I have my brakes right away because right now I'm in the process of getting my brakes fixed. It's really nothing crazy. Like I said, I've only spent maybe $300, and that's because wood right now is super expensive. All right, so I'll lift this up right away, and I'll show you the bed platform. So I built this with me and my brother, who is filming the video right now. Yeti and MJ both helped me with this, and I appreciate both them very much for that. At the time, I had my wrist is broken, still in the process of rehabilitating. So pretty nuts. They built this bed for me. I was there. I helped as much as I could. Probably couldn't do much. But if you see right here, it's like 2 separate boards. And one you can slide out, and the other one is drilled right into this wood platform right here. So I put this down with a sheet of R3 insulation, and I drilled these both right into the bed of the truck. So that's not probably moving anytime soon. But this right here is only drilled right into the wood, so that's always good. So I can remove this at any point I want, so I can take this and put it into my next rig. If you come back here, I'll have to move some stuff, but I'm still in the process of making all of this. So as you see, I have plastic, guys, plastic. This doesn't do well on the road, but it holds up, all right?
But this brings up a great point. The fact that you can bring home furnishings into any vehicle, not just a van, not a box truck, not a Sprinter van. You can bring them into even your pickup truck and create yourself living space.
And this is such a simple idea, guys. I bought this for probably 10 bucks. I've had it for like 12 years, so this thing's pretty durable. On the top, I have cords. I have an extension cord, mostly miscellaneous junk in the top. If I go in the middle, I have all my shirts. I have rolled my clothes for about 5 years now. If you learn how to roll your clothes, you could save about 50% of space in your drawers. So, also a good thing to do. I have my bathroom stuff and all that on the, if you close this, it's a lot easier to open. Otherwise, I can usually just kind of turn this thing and I can open it. I don't usually need to open it that much because me personally, I'm a guy, don't care what shirt I wear in the morning. Just open it, grab whatever's on the top. And, all right. So yeah, I have, like I said, my dog, so her food and water would sit like this. In the middle of the night, she's a night eater. She doesn't usually eat during the day. So, crawl out of here, because that's what van life is different about Overland. You don't have to crawl, you can kneel in your van. Alright, so if you go right under here, utilize as much space as possible, people. I can't explain this enough. If you don't conserve space, you just won't like this lifestyle. Because you'll always want more room, and because you're not conserving enough. Alright, so this right here is my dog bag. I have toys, extra food, just in case, you know, we go on the, like, off the grid. And I have more dog food. And if you look under here, it goes, I have shoes, bag for myself if we go off-road, and then more shoes. I have like 5 pairs of shoes. Probably more than what I should have. Let's see. You can just, the cool thing is you can just kind of stuff all this stuff right back under here. I wanted to make a drawer, but now thinking about selling it, probably not going to make the drawer because I'm just going to take this thing out. But a drawer is a very simple concept. All you do, 2 sheets of plywood, another one on the bottom. You can make a handle if you want, otherwise you can drill a hole right through it. And you can just grab it by the hole and pull it out. It's that simple. I just didn't make it. I'm gonna assume he's not gonna want to crawl in there to see what's on the other side.
Oh, we definitely can. That is the perk of Yeti and MJ. We will always do what no one else will.
Alright. So if you crawl under here, you can look. All right, I'll grab this little flashlight. This is also my only light I have in here. I have more, but this kind of works.
And really, honestly, sitting in here, I'm not super uncomfortable. Like, I can sit in here, and
that's where I originally do my
changing. You can get a guy or two sitting here,
see, look,
really for a chill spot.
If I want to sit like this is usually how I change in the morning, or I just lay down, or I'll sit right here, and I'll do my changing. I can even cook in here while I sit like this, to be honest. Me personally, very small guy, so easy to move around in very conserved spaces.
Right, and a full-grown adult, maybe not as easy.
Yeah.
But this does work pretty easy for people like us.
So, if you look under here, I have, like I said, my shoes, because this is where that would go. I have my movies. This right here is something I bought that isn't technically for what I bought it for. This isn't really what it's made for, but this goes on the bottom of your bed, which would line up. If you look right here, it'd line up right here and go to both sides of the bed technically. But me, I wanted to use it to see if I could put overhead storage. So I would put it right here, and then it'd go all the way on top so I could stuff things in here. But in reality, I'd just be losing more headspace, so I just decided not to put it up.
And that's not a bad decision. I mean, I really think you're right. You'd be losing so much headspace. And you can't dedicate it in a space such as this one.
Exactly. So, that's my Overland rig. There's not much to it, because like I said, I'm in the process of building or selling. So, you guys are looking for an Overland rig or just a Nissan Frontier with 95,000 miles on it. Here it is.
So you bought it at how many miles?
I bought it with 75, and I put 20,000 miles on it now.
20,000 miles, and you've lived in it now full-time 3 months.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome, man. Well, thank you for sharing your Overland rig with us. You're actually the first person to ever have an Overland rig experience on our channel.
You're the first person to actually come in into my rig and just have two people in here. So, other than me and my dog, thank you.
Heck yeah. Well, we'll see you soon.